the Rotterdam Marathon. And again, being as practical as possible, my wife and I were investing in There it is. How we doing today, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. If you are interested in becoming a faster runner, a faster racer, isn't it a gift, a joy to have this opportunity as runners? And by the way, this is a daily running vlog. If you're just stopping by for the first time, thanks for tuning in. So I'm getting older. But I'm getting a little faster, and that is one of the greatest joys that we get to receive as runners, to chase down these goals and dreams, whether it's on the roads or on the trails. And listen, we're all at different ability levels, different talent levels. I'm going to share a few times with all of you, but what's great as runners is that we can set personal goals, and it is to a certain extent, an individual sport. Maybe you're on a cross-country team, which is amazing, or a track team, which is amazing. But at the end of the day, we get to set personal goals, personal records, or PBs, personal bests, and chase them down. And maybe maybe you just turned 50 and you now are in the next age division, like 50 to 55-year-olds, and you get to now chase down maybe course records for 50 to 55-year-olds at your local 10K in your hometown, or whatever the case may be. So I just love that part, which we're going to talk more about here in a second. I love that part of being a runner. Okay, let's dive in. Here we go. In 2021, set a PR in the Pikes Peak Ascent. All right, so cut my time by about 3 minutes. In 2022, I've set a new marathon PR by about, I think 80 seconds just a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago in the Netherlands at the Rotterdam Marathon. So I am getting faster, which gives me confidence to communicate with all of you how it is actually happening. All right, here we go. Number one, I've been saying this for years and years on the channel. In fact, I've made maybe some old vlogs just on this one topic. Easy days easy, hard days hard. That's point number one. I often see too often, more often, people doing their easy recovery days too fast, which doesn't allow their legs, their muscles, their ligaments, their tendons to fully recover, okay? And what happens is you can accumulate too much workload into your entire body, but especially your lower limbs and your upper body, but it's really those, below the hips for us runners that we have to pay very, very close attention to, okay? So make sure you're running your easy days slow enough and your hard days fast enough. It can go the other direction as well. Some people don't do their hard days fast enough, whether it's a track workout, whether it's a threshold run, etc., etc. All right, so there you go. That's point number one. Easy. Don't be afraid to post wherever you're posting your runs, whether it's on social media, whether it's on Strava. Just stay true to that principle. I'm telling you, full recovery after a hard day is way more beneficial, because what's happening is you're stair-stepping your fitness up the stairs, okay? So you go hard, and then you rest, you dip down a little bit, and then, so I guess it's not a true staircase, but you go hard, and then you recover, and then you go a little harder, and then you recover, and it's what I talk about with the roller coaster, okay? And you're building your fitness over time, all right? So easy days easy, hard days hard. Number two, finding the volume that is best for you. So volume, what do I mean? How many miles or kilometers you're running per week, all right? It takes time. Patience. If you're a new runner, I would recommend that you lean in the direction, err on the side of not enough, okay? If you increase your volume too quickly, you probably are going to end up with an injury or just being overtired, okay? So your volume, how many miles or kilometers per week that you're running, if you're a new runner, I would start out at 10 miles a week, maybe 8 miles a week, right in that range. I'm serious. Really, And how to actually structure it, I've actually made vlogs all about this. I'll link to it down below in the description. Okay, so that's point number 2. Find the volume that is best for you, not for your friend, not for your family member, for you as an individual runner. Number 3, I often see runners not doing enough strength training, okay? Not going to the gym. Yes, we runners, we are creatures of habit. We love to turn that doorknob, as I always say. We love to build that aerobic engine, okay? Do those threshold runs. So right at your lactate threshold in order to train the body to clear that lactate, that burning sensation out of your legs. We love to go anaerobic on the track, but we can have this incredible aerobic engine, but not the muscle structure to propel our bodies forward and be as efficient as possible to use that engine well, okay? So we have the engine, we have that Lamborghini engine inside I'll just say a Chevy Celebrity. That was a car that I drove growing up. It's like this 4-door simple car that Chevy made back in the 80s. And so you have this Lamborghini engine, but you don't have the muscles to propel it forward with strong legs, strong ankles, strong ankle flexion, good knee drive, okay? All of these great strong quads. So strength training in the gym is so critical. All right, so that's point number 3. And point number 4 for ways to run faster is train consistently. Oh, this is so critical. I learned it when I was a kid back in middle school in the late 90s, and I've been running ever since, okay? So training consistently, building that aerobic, what I was just talking about with strength training. If you don't have the aerobic engine and you just have muscles, you're definitely not going to run fast. So train consistently, which connects to the strength. It's all interconnected here. If you're getting injured, over and over, you build your volume up and then injury, and then you have to take 3 months off or 6 months off, and then you build up again. It's just not going to work, okay? So that's where the consistent training, the strength training, which helps with injury prevention, beyond critical. So really practically, I want to try and be as practical as possible. I like to run every day of the week. If you can only do 5 or 6 days a week, that's fine. That's totally, in fact, a rest day is recommended by some coaches. I just like to run a lot. That's just who I am. So I like to run every day of the week. But taking 1, maybe 2 days off a week is okay. But it's the week after week after week, month after month after month, year after year after year that is going to pay off long term so that you can build up to other goals down the road if you want to run half marathons, full marathons, and who knows, maybe even ultra marathons. Moving on to number 5, not enough sleep, okay? I just raced the Rotterdam Marathon. That training block, I struggled with my sleep leading into Rotterdam. It may have actually led to a little bit of, right now I'm nursing a little bit of a niggle in my hamstring. It's the proximal hamstring tendinopathy. It's getting better, but it may have been connected to not sleeping well before the Rotterdam Marathon. And again, being as practical as possible, my wife and I were investing in blackout blinds, all right, to sleep at, to make our room even darker. Okay, cool room, dark room, and we sleep with a fan on for that white noise. That 8 hours a night at least, as long distance runners, so critical, 8 hours at least. And I realize, again, we're all possible. Put that phone down, put that laptop away, and just try and quiet down without that screen time right before falling asleep. But anyway, practical. If you're not sleeping well, it might be connected to too much light coming in through your windows. Maybe it's too warm in your room. I don't know. Again, it's all about testing. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, I have a new Garmin watch, okay? I am now starting to track my sleep through this Garmin watch just to really drill down. And am I recovering enough from the hard training? The hard days hard, easy days easy. There you go. That was point number 5. Number 6. This is interesting. I don't know if I've ever shared this before. Racing too much. Maybe you're racing too much, or maybe you're not racing enough. I fall into that second category, okay? So if you're racing too much, you're not allowing your body enough time to adapt to the actual hard training. Because when you're racing, you're all out. And you're probably doing a little mini taper before the race. So that's cutting into your training time, whereas you could have done maybe 2 workouts the week leading into the race. Instead, you're replacing that with one hard effort and taking away 2, maybe not quite as hard effort. Like for me, when I race, I'm all in. But it takes, after the race, you have to recover, okay? And it's a balance, racing too much or not racing enough. Now, I fall into the second category. I need to race just a little bit more because a lot of different, I don't want to go into too much detail here, but not racing enough. First of all, getting into that race day mindset, that's point number 1. Point number 2, it is harder, it is faster. If your legs are not ready for that fast, quick turnover on race day, that's going to be an issue. Point number 3, depending on the distance, nailing down your race day nutrition and fueling and hydration and the overall, whether it's ultra marathon or marathon or what, there's different types of racing out there, but just nailing down the entire race day experience can be an issue if you're not racing enough. So it's a balance, okay? So that's point number 6. Again, I don't know if I've shared that before, and that's something I need to work on moving forward. And last but not least, point number 7, as far as how to run faster, race faster, is finding, and I know this is a little pie in the sky, joy in the process, okay? Back to setting PRs, setting PBs. I wouldn't feel comfortable making this vlog today if I wasn't doing that, but the reason I'm making the vlog today is because I am getting a little faster, and guess what? There's a joy there. It's fun. It's the competitive juices inside of me that just get going. And listen, everybody has different ability levels. And someday, of course, I won't be setting PRs. But then guess what? I'll be like lifetime PRs. But guess what? I'll be chasing down other goals in my running journey. Okay? So just because maybe you're not setting PRs right now, that's okay. Maybe you're trying to shoot for top 3 in your age division at the local 5K for the 4th of July, all right, which is, coming up at, as of this recording of this vlog, all right? So finding joy in your process, whatever goals you're chasing down. Sound good? That's where I truly do, I'm telling you, it helps me race faster. All right, there you have it. Oh man, actually, question of the day. Let's dive into it right now. Are you running as fast as you would like to be right now? And if you're not, why do you think that is? Okay, let's get some good discussion going down below in the comments. All right, speaking of comments, Chad Pekazdi, thank you for just being so open and honest with us. This was awesome. Chad said, this is from a couple days ago, just finished my final conference championship as a collegiate runner. I'd be lying if I didn't want to perform better. I didn't get the results I wanted, but I think I got the results I needed. After a 10K, 5K, 3K steeplechase, 3K steeplechase, I know I left everything out on the track. I mean, Chad, isn't that all we can do as runners is put in the work, turn the doorknob, find joy in the process, not just the results, but the process, and put it all out there. I feel like that's what I did with Rotterdam and learned so much over in the Netherlands. That's what I hope to do in future races this summer. Oh, Chad, you get to comment of the day. All right, we will toss it to something with strength training or other vlogs that I've made about running faster, training better, right there. All right, onward and upward. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.